Michael.
Here I am.
Here we are.
Here's Steve. But before we get started, I would like to say I do have merchandise for sale. This is a sponsored video by myself. I'm excited. We have t-shirts every size, up until 6X t-shirts. We have 5X hoodies available and anything down below that. So if you guys are interested, drop a I have my email down in the description. It's tazfree13@aol.com. Shoot me an email. Let's get these things shipped out. They are definitely going to be nice. It's definitely starting to get cooler weather. I'd love to, you know, be able to suit you guys up with some nice warm hoodies and things like that. Maybe a t-shirt, you know, if you're from a warmer state or anything like that, or even just a t-shirt to sleep in. Who knows? But definitely check it out, guys. T-shirts are $25 shipped to your door. Hoodies are $35 shipped to your door. Thank you for that. So good morning and welcome back to the channel, guys. I want a new introduction, but I just don't know how to do it. So with that being said, I know these are just some of the things you guys like, you know. I am a little nervous today. Today we're gonna do something that's a little bit different, and I'm not sure, you know, I don't typically do this type of stuff. So basically, the truth behind how STREETSPEED717 and I met. So I had actually met Mike through a friend of mine named Shane out at Performance Diesel Warehouse, obviously. And at the time I had no idea what YouTube was, you know. I thought it was something that, you know, when I needed to search something, you know, like where is the spare tire key located on a, you know, 2010 Audi. I thought that's what YouTube was for. I never knew that the platform that YouTube was exactly where it is today. And, you know, I never thought that I would be, you know, even a voice or anything on YouTube. I just figured it was something, you know, if I was in a sticky situation, I needed to ask a question or, you know, needed answers and didn't, you know, couldn't find out how to figure it out, I would go on YouTube, figure it out, you know, by, you know, trial and error from other people. So basically, I had no idea who Mike was, never, you know, heard of him or anything like that. And it was actually this truck that I had. So this was going back about 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. So basically, pretty much Mike saw the truck, said it was badass, everything like that. He did like a mini review on it, drove it down the road, you know. It just expressed that he was a Chevy guy, everything like that. And, you know, in doing so, he drove a Corvette there. So I believe it was when his outer tie rod broke or something like that from four-wheeling. So basically, like, his truck was at my buddy's shop, you know, Shane, and Shane was doing repairs on it or upgrades and things like that. And as you can tell, this truck is super bouncy. Now you know why I want to get the 22.5s off of it. But Mike drove his Vet there, and we shared a passion for, you know, vehicles. I love Corvettes, as you can tell by my twin turbo C5, and we just kind of, like, you know, message each other back and forth for, I'd say 6 months to, you know, 6 months to a year, somewhere in between there. And then I was at Corvettes at Carlisle, and Mike was there. So I had purchased my Corvette at the time, you know, going down through, and I said, you know, hey, you know, I forgot to tell you, hey, I purchased a Corvette. He said, awesome, we got to get together and make a video and all that. So to me, you know, at that point, you know, it was 6-8 months down the road that I had been talking with Mike. Never really hung out with him or anything like that until that Corvette's at Carlisle. And from pretty much then on, we just sort of, you know, shared a common interest in Corvettes, you know. Obviously, he had a 1,000 horsepower Corvette and everything at the time, which was awesome, badass car. So, you know, Ian says, hey, you have a four-wheeler, don't you? I said, absolutely. He said, you want to go four-wheeling? I said, absolutely. He said, I got, you know, private land we're going to go down and ride on. Ryan Bailey, which I now know, he is the guy that towed my Corvette back to his place. Ryan Bailey has all this property. Let's go down there. Let's go do some off-roading. I was, absolutely, you know. Tried to get my four-wheeler started, everything like that. Couldn't get it running, you know. So I rode the kids 90. And I'm sure you guys have seen this video to where we, you know, were off-roading in what I thought was, you know, land that was owned by somebody. Well, it turns out that we must have crossed a trail or two with state game lands or something, which I have no idea. You know, at this point, I'm still confused about it. I thought we were on private land. I don't know. But basically, that's what leads us to where we are today. So a couple, you know, weeks, months go by. Hey, look, Shane's behind us. So a couple weeks, a couple months go by, and I end up getting a knock on my door, and it is a game warden. Says to me, you know, are you so-and-so, you know, is this your quad out back, you know, yada, yada, yada. We have basically, you know, we have photos that you were on state game lands, and I was just like, what are you talking about? I went off-roading at, you know, a private land. I didn't know anything about it. He said, well, you know, I have your plate number, I have, you know, your quad registration number, everything like that, which was mind-blowing, but, you know, it is what it is. So basically, give him all the information. I tell him what I know. You know, at this time, I've only, you know, I've spoke to Mike for a year, but I mean, it was through text messages. And if anybody that knows it talks to Mike, you know, you get a text message once a day and you got to wait for his response. So basically, you know, we talked for a year, but I didn't really know who he was. I met him, showed him the Corvette. We hung out a couple times, you know. This was the second time that we hung out. We went off-roading, and then after that, we started making videos, and that's when, you know, I sold him the C5, everything like that. And now here we are. We are going to court over something that I didn't know, which it blossomed into a beautiful relationship between Mike and I. So it is what it is. I'm not upset about it, but let's get this taken care of. Not sure if you guys can see all this, but oh my gosh, it definitely makes me nervous. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conservation officers here. What? I'm definitely getting nervous now, guys.
All right,
Michael.
Here I am.
Here we are.
Here's Steve. How do you feel?
Now that it's over, I feel a lot better, a lot more confident
Oh.
that we're friends now again. And
All right.
I'm glad that we're friends even after all this.
So this is actually what happened during this event. This was the first time Steve and I ever hung out.
Yes.
And I should have known right there and then how it was going to go with our friendship.
Definitely.
But so basically, we got into some illegal four-wheeling at one point or another. And today we paid the price for that, and it's, you know, we'll survive.
What it is. Yeah.
We'll be all right, but
we'll come back stronger. We'll know where to go and where not to go at this point.
but that was it.
Yeah.
And
Unbelievable.
that's really all there is to say. But
Yeah.
Shane's sitting in his Humvee.
Shane wants no parts of it anymore. And the best part, the best part is the game commission was laughing at me because I had to take the wheels off of the four-wheeler to put it in the truck.
Oh, you guys are here. What the hell's going on? Why are you doing at the Dillsburg Municipality building?
Yeah, you're here too, Shane, just hanging out?
No, I was at Greg's. I saw the fucking car. What are you doing?
Okay. Greg who?
Well, then Shane wasn't involved.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Unbelievable. Just so you guys know, like, don't ever hang out with this guy unless you know where you're hanging out. Michael?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm
Steve
glad that
made my
we're...
mind because I didn't have enough cash on me.
Oh, well, we don't have to say that. So we made out okay. We're all scot-free. Well, not scot-free, but we don't have any criminal charges or
fine.
anything like that, so we're good to go. So, well, you wanna go ride four-wheelers?
I was gonna say, let's go do something.
Like, they had pictures of us everywhere. All right, buddy. How's the weather down there? It's a little chilly up here. So we live to see another day. You know, it is what it is, guys. I'm not fully upset about it. I mean, I am. Obviously, it's money out the window, wasted money. But, you know, I gained a relationship. I gained, obviously, this YouTube channel because, let's be honest, without Mike, I probably would not be where I'm at. So I got to thank Mike for that. I really don't want to thank him for the trouble he just got me in, but it is what it is. So if you guys wanted to know how Mike and I actually met and really, really, truly became friends, it was this situation. So there you have it. How StreetSpeed717 and I met and actually became friends was doing illegal activity. Thanks, Mike. With that being said, guys, if you like the content, smash that like button, please subscribe. And I can guarantee you, I'm gonna be out driving the C5 after this. I have nothing else planned for the rest of the day. Beautiful boost weather. We might even play with the McLaren, who knows? Oh man, I love the smell of that fuel. Look at this, the old nitrous bracket will serve for a home for the C16. All right, let's get out here and have some fun. bed. She's a little dirty. She's been sitting, as you do know. If you don't know, we did just break the diff, the transmission, but we got her all taken care of. And I am actually able to enjoy this car, guys. Now, I've been driving this car all day yesterday. Today is now Sunday. We're on our way to a Warwick car show and a charity event. You know, a tragic thing came or happened. Tragic event happened, and you know, I want to show my support. So we're heading to the Warwick car show now. We're going to take the C5, and Kodiak is actually going to bring the F450 down, so that we can just, you know, show our support, donate a couple dollars to the family, and show them, you know, that people do come together when you really need them and you need them the most. So